going on, people? Luke here from LAGFX. We are back today with a new Sunday Sessions video. If you guys are new to this series, it's basically where we choose a few pairs that we feel hold good potential for the coming week. We break down some of the analysis we have performed to give you guys a better understanding on how we are looking at tackling these markets. If you guys have any questions or queries with regard to the analysis I go through today, please leave them in the comments below. And if you do enjoy this video, as always, don't forget to leave it a thumbs up. There's a few pairs I'm going to go over today. I'm going to try and keep it short and sweet, as always, 10 to 15 minutes. Just highlighting some zones and areas, giving you my overall bias and direction of the market. And then if you want me to go into greater detail with any of the pairs that I go through today, as I said, leave some comments below and I'm more than happy to do a case study or a separate video on them. So the first pair we're going to look at is the US dollar Japanese yen. You can see here that this market, within this time frame, this screenshot that we've got here, it's been trading us in a bearish way, and I've marked out multiple breaks of structure. We have one here, a fractal break of structure to the downside, and we also have a higher time frame break of structure here, which is actually a 4-hour daily break of structure. So what does this suggest? Well, this suggests that the bullishness that was in this market initially has now potentially come to an end, and we may be looking to see some longer term bearish structure. Now, if you guys are familiar with the financial markets, and this isn't a new venture, you should know that the US dollar to the Japanese yen has always been a bullish market. The US dollar is an extremely strong currency, one of the strongest currencies, especially in comparison to the Japanese yen. So to start seeing breaks in lows raises concern for the US dollar. But there are a lot of reasons for that fundamentally at the moment, just with everything that's going on. So I think that is playing a big role in all of this. Anyway, what are my thoughts for this market moving forward? Well, this is a bullish market on the overall structure. On the higher time frame structure, this is a bullish market. So our bias to buy into this market isn't actually a bad thing. Yes, we are probably going to see a higher time frame correction to the downside, suggesting bearish structure. However, our bias to buy in isn't a wrong move, just with the overall bias of this market being a bullish one. Now you can see price has traded us into an area of interest, an area of demand. Demand has been injected into this market. Now, in order for me to actually buy in to what looks to be a bearish leg, we ought to see some kind of break of structure to the upside, because that again will suggest an end to this fractal correction, or this correction within this higher time frame correction, and the start of a new bull run before continuing to the downside. So I want to see a break in this high here. That would give me the confirmation that this bearish move here has finished. We may see some bullish structure then moving forward. It gives us the opportunity to buy in. I'll wait for price to pull back into an area of interest of ours, a more refined area, and that's where I'll be looking to get involved in this market. So that is something I'm definitely looking at. We just need to see the right confluence and confirmation be put in order to actually take part in this market. It's very important that we wait for as much confluence as possible before we jump the gun and get involved in markets. So I want to see a break in this high here. That would confirm bullish structure longer term. I'll get involved. We're trading with the bias. The trend is our friend. We can take part in this bull run that we should see us up and into this area of supply here. If you want in the price of this area, you can see it on the right hand side here. This is where I'd be looking to take profit, potentially look to go short with the continuation in bearish structure. But that's my analysis for the US dollar Japanese yen, quite quick and brief. Heading over to the Great British Pound, to the Japanese yen, very similar situation. And the reason for this is because the Japanese yen is the quote currency for both pairs. So we can expect to see similar structure and similar price movements within both pairs. With the US dollar and the Great British Pound being strong currencies, the Japanese yen typically being quite a weak currency, Japanese yen also being quote. This is why we have this comparison and the similarities in behaviors. But I'm wanting to see the exact same thing. With this one, I've marked out the 4-hour high. This is a less preemptive, aggressive approach. We are looking at a 4-hour high to be broken in order to go bullish in this market. But I want to see this break. That confirms an end to this corrective wave, as I said. Trade and price back down to set a new higher low. That's when we can look to get involved in this market. So the exact same analysis, just for a different market. Very important, as I said, that we always wait for confluence, wait for our entry confirmation before we get ourselves involved. But that's my analysis again for the Great British Pound to the Japanese yen. Heading over to the gold market, you can see here, price has recently traded us up and into a fair value gap. We've had great rejection to the downside. Price has, some would not consider this a break of structure with it being wicks, but if we go to the 1 hour, these are full candles. I would then consider it a break of structure. So we've seen a break to the downside. We've seen weakness in demand. Okay, supply is being introduced, which is encouraging price to trade lower. I believe this here is just a corrective wave to set a lower high before a continuation down. I could be wrong, but that's what seems to be playing out at the moment. Price is showing weakness to the upside, suggesting that there's going to be a depreciation in the gold. But again, we've got to understand what the overall bias of the market is. The overall bias for this market is a bullish one. Gold is always appreciating longer term. So what I've done is I've marked out a potential trade for you all. This here represents a hidden order block on the 1 hour time frames. I want to see price trade into this before trading us up and into this area of supply. So this could be a buy opportunity for us just to take part in this corrective wave before a potential move to the downside. Now, don't get me wrong, I won't be looking to trade this market short unless I'm delivered with the confluence to do so. So I want to see price trade into this area for it to break structure fractally to the downside. That gives us the confirmation to get involved in those short positions. We can close those buys and get involved in those shorts. But for the time being, we can look to go long in this market once price trades us down and into this area of interest here. Again, if you're wanting the area and price, you can see it here on the right hand side. You can see the actual position itself. I'll be looking to enter around 2647. My stop loss will be placed just below the area I'm getting involved in. And then as I say, my take profit would be set just below the area of supply at 2695, generating us with a brilliant trading opportunity of a 1 to 13 RR. Okay, I'm just going to finish off on the euro US dollar. This market here, looking here on the weekly time frames, I want to see price trade into this fair value gap so I can get involved in some buy opportunities. Very, very simple. There's nothing much to it. You can see the increments of the zone itself here with the blue figures. I just want to see price trade down and into this so I can take this market long. I do believe euro US dollar is going to continue trading us in a bullish way. Just head to the 3-month time frames. You can see here that we have a clear trajectory of bullish structure, and I do believe this is the end of the pullback and the start of the next impulsive run to the upside. So it'd be brilliant to get involved right at the beginning and trade price right the way up. If we go to the monthly time frames, we're starting to see that strength build. I just want to see price pull down and into this area so we can take part in the next bull run. Very quick, very brief analysis here on this Sunday sessions video. I don't think I need to go into too much depth with these videos. I just want to give you my overall bias, the directions of the market, and how I'm looking to trade them. If you want more detailed analysis, more of a breakdown on my thoughts and my process, then look to join the VIP chat. Or if you are just wanting to get a bit of extra information, go ahead to the link in the description and join our free Learning Lounge group chat. Now, I am going to be doing a case study on the NASDAQ. I've not actually looked at the NASDAQ for a while, so I'm going to do a case study on that, give you all an update on that market. If there's any other markets you want me to do a case study on, if there's any other types of videos you want me to do, then as I said at the start of the video, please leave the suggestions below and I'll be sure to get those made for you. We are heading into the Christmas period. So for those of you who don't know, I usually slow down towards the end of the year, the last 2 weeks of the year. I usually close the business and I tend to not trade allowing me to spend time with friends and family. And the same applies for the first 2 weeks of January. This just gives me a month off. As for the rest of the year, I'm pretty full on with my workload and the things that I'm providing to my clients and the things that I'm doing within the business. So if you are wanting videos made, please let me know ASAP so I can get them done and I can put them out throughout the festive period. But I just want to say a massive thank you for watching. I really appreciate the support you guys have provided in 2024, and I'm very excited to see what 2025 has to bring. So with all that being said, guys, I'm wishing you all a profitable week, and I'll catch you all in the next Sunday Sessions video.